Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I warmly welcome everyone to our second meeting on SDG 15, Life on Land. Let's begin with a recitation of Al-Fatiha. Today's agenda will focus on reviewing our progress, making critical decisions, and assigning tasks to ensure the success of our initiatives. Let us proceed with professionalism and Islamic ethics. Ms. Husna, please take note of attendance.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I see that everyone is here. Let's start the meeting. First, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Ms. Aisha from the Executive Department, Ms. Sabrina from the Marketing Department, Ms. Khadijah from Advertising, and Ms. Awatif from Production. There should be another member, Ms. Wardatul Hanan from Management, but I am afraid she cannot be with us today as she has an urgent meeting to attend in Sabah.
Thank you, Ms. Husna. Before we proceed with the agenda, let us remember that our work here contributes to the preservation of life on land. As guided by the principle of SDG 15 and our ethical responsibility, let's stay focused on our objective. Before we proceed, are there any proposed amendments to today's agenda or additional points for any other business?
For me, no amendments from my side. Everything looks good as it is. However, if there are any emerging issues during the discussion, I will raise them accordingly.
Thank you, Chairperson. I would like to propose amendment and additions related to the topic of life and land, particularly focusing on cats and dogs, which is funding for animal welfare programs. I propose discussing a potential allocation and fundraising initiative for animal welfare under the budget session. This fund could support programs such as food donation for shelter, medical care for street animals, and upgrade to existing shelter facility. We might explore partnership with corporate sponsor and grant from animal welfare organization to support this cause.
Okay, it will be added to the budget discussion to ensure we consider funding and financial research for these programs. Are there any further amendments or suggestions from other participants before we proceed?
I have a point to raise under any other business regarding collaboration with local schools.
Not. We will address that under any other business. Let's move on.
To begin, I like to go through the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on 21st December 2024. Here are the minutes of our last meetings. 6 people attend the meeting and there was no absence. To recap, during our first meeting, we decided to support SDG 15 with an allocation of 300,000 ringgit. Second, plan rescue mission for stray cats and dogs in April and June 2025. The first agenda is confirmation of minutes. Second, matters arising. Third, progress of action about funds and preparation for the mission to rescue stray cats and dogs. Fourth, identify the criteria for selecting the areas. And fifth, any other business. Can we have a proper and seconder to confirm the minutes of the last meeting?
I propose that the minutes be confirmed as accurate.
I second that.
Thank you. The minutes of the last meeting are confirmed.
Ms. Aisha? I suggest for future meeting, we include a progress tracker in the minute for better clarity.
Good point, Miss Khadija. Miss Husna, please include that in our next meeting documentation.
Okay, I will consider that.
Then, let's review the progress of action from our last meeting. Have the funds been allocated and rescue mission preparation initiated? Miss Husna, could you provide an update?
The 300,000 ringgit allocation has been finalized. We are in discussion with veterinary clinics and shelters for their participation.
And yes, shelters have expressed interest, but we are still waiting for the rescue dates.
Volunteers have started signing up, but we need to publicize the campaign more to provide additional manpower assist during the rescue process. We could enhance the visibility of our program by reaching out to local influencers who support animal welfare, as well as launching a dedicated hashtag for the rescue initiative. This could significantly boost engagement.
Thank you for these updates. We will address these points on the agenda discussion. Any other pending matters?
Certainly, Ms. Aisha. Have we outlined specific criteria to strategically select the area for our rescue missions?
Not yet. Let's discuss this in today's agenda. First, let's discuss the logistics for the rescue missions. We need partnership with shelters, transportation arrangements, and veterinary care. Any ideas?
For transportation, we could approach logistic company to sponsor vehicle under their CSR initiative.
And I think it would be wise to reach out to logistic companies, especially those that have a corporate social responsibility initiative. Many companies are willing to donate a transportation service for causes like this. So we should explore more potential partnerships. Additionally, it would be great if we could set up a detailed timeline for the shelters to ensure that they are fully prepared on the days of the missions.
I think to boost outreach, we should launch a campaign on social media and local radio stations. Our campaign could include short video, emotional videos of rescue stories, interviews with volunteers, and infographics about the importance of animal welfare. I suggest forming a creative content team and includes a graphic designer and a video editor. This team could work on creating high quality visual such as a poster, infographic, and videos to promote the initiative. Additionally, collaborating with community groups such as a school or mosques can help extend the further.
Excellent ideas, Miss Awatif. Miss Husna, please document these action items.
Notes, Ms. Aisha, do we need a specific team to oversee the social media campaign?
Yes, let's assign a dedicated group leader in the task delegation section. Let's finalize the rescue mission dates. Are the second week of April and the third week of June suitable?
Yes, those dates work well for me, and they provide a good gap between the two missions, allowing us time to assess the outcomes of the first and adjust accordingly for the second.
Agreed. Good. Next, we will allocate 150,000 ringgit for operational costs and 50,000 ringgit for outreach. Does everyone approve?
I approve. It will be sufficient if we maximize free and low-cost tools such as social media platform and community partnerships.
I approve the allocation. and I believe that RM50,000 for outreach will allow us to maximize the use of social media platforms and community partnerships without overspending. And it's also worth noting that we can supplement these funds through in-kind donations, which might help stretch the budget further.
Then let's decide on our vaccination drive for stray animals. Should it be held in collaboration with local veterinary clinics, and will April 25th be a suitable date?
Yes. Partnering with clinics will ensure better turnout and expertise. April 25 works for me as it aligns with our schedule.
Agreed. Clinic can also help with post-vaccinations care if required.
Great. The vaccination draft is confirmed for April 25th in partnership with veterinary clinics. I want to ask about collaborate with local shelters to provide temporary housing for rescue animals or invest in setting up our own facilities.
Collaborating with existing shelters is more cost effective for now. We can consider setting up our own facilities in the future.
I agree. Building partnership with shelters will also strengthen community networks.
Approved. We will collaborate with local shelters and evaluate the need for our own facilities later. Finally, should we establish a policy for adapting out rescue strays, including mandatory home checks and follow-ups?
Yes, a policy will ensure the animals are placed in safe, permanent homes.
I agree. It will also prevent the risk of animals being abandoned again.
Approved. We will draft a detailed adoption policy for rescue strays. Thank you. The decisions are finalized. Let's assign responsibilities. Miss Sabrina, liaise with shelters and finalize timelines. Miss Khadija, handles transportation arrangements. Miss Awatif, lead the social media campaigns and form a small team for creative content. Miss Husna, track progress and report back. Are these assignments acceptable?
I'm fine with that.
I accept.
I'm ready to start the campaign. I will assemble a creative team by the end of this week and also collaborate with graphic designer and video editor.
I will ensure updates, timely
Great.
updates.
Great. Let's ensure coordination among everyone. Miss Khadija, please prepare a checklist for the shelters by next week. Miss Awatif, start engaging with a graphic designer for campaigns visuals. Does anyone have additional points to raise?
I propose collaborating with local school to involve students in animal welfare projects. This is because by involving students, we can provide yearly education on the importance of animal welfare and biodiversity conservation from a young age. Furthermore, it also helps nurture a caring attitude and empathy in understanding the suffering of other living beings.
That's a great idea, Miss Khadija. We can explore this in our next meeting. Any other points?
Mm, I believe we should engage with veterinary college to collaborate on research project related the wildlife health. The could provide valuable insight for our conservation effort and give student practical exposure. Another idea is to collaborate with local artists and influencers to create art our installations or social media content centered or conservation. This could help us reach a broader and audience in the creativity way.
That's a promising initiatives. We will discuss partnership with academic institutions in our strategic meetings. Next point.
Nothing more from me. I also like to suggest setting up a post campaign survey to measure the impact of our effort and gather feedback from volunteers and shelters. This data can help us refine future initiatives.
Um, One emerging issues we are facing in coordination with local authorities. It's becoming clear that building strong relationships with them is crucial, not only for managing stray animals, but also for ensuring the success of habitat rehabilitation efforts. We need to explore how we can work more closely with local authorities, particularly when it comes to obtaining necessary permits of approval for our operations. For instance, should we engage with the wildlife protection department or local councils to ensure our missions and compliance run smoothly? Their support will also be key in ensuring the safety of our teams during field operations, especially in sensitive areas.
I would like to suggest creating a feedback mechanism for volunteers after the rescue events. So we could start by reaching out to the local councils and wildlife protection departments early in the planning phase. Establishing clear communication and building relationships will help us uh, navigate the approval process more effectively, efficiently, and it might also be useful to outline the potential benefits to the community and environment to gain their support. Additionally, we should ensure our teams uh, are familiar with local regulations to avoid delays or safety issues during the operations.
How we can ensure that these projects has a long-term impact. I think it is important to plan for habitat restorations initiatives so that we can protect ecosystem in a more holistic way.
That's a good idea. We will brainstorm how to execute this in our upcoming session. Ms. Husna, please include that in future planning discussion.
Okay, I will put it soon.
Good. So, any further points?
Yes, we need to address volunteer retention. Perhaps we could create a recognition program to acknowledge their contributions, like certificates or awards during our events.
I did suggest creating a mentorships program for new volunteers, pairing them with experienced members. This will ensure they are better prepared for on-ground activities.
An excellent approach. Let's work on a framework for this.
Can we create an emergency fund for critical animal rescue cases? It will ensure we have the financial resources to act quickly when urgent situation arise.
An important consideration, let's analyze how we can incorporate this into our financial planning. So, Ms. Husna, can you draft an outline for such a campaign for our review soon?
Yes, I will include it on the agenda.
Thank you for your active participation. Let us maintain our dedication to this cause. We will close with a prayer for our success. The meeting is adjourned. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone. I'm looking forward to working together to achieve our goals for SDG 50.
Thank you all for our contributions. And together we can make a meaningful impact on achieving SDG 50.
Thanks to everyone for your hard work. I'm excited about the process we will make for SDG 15 in the coming months.
Let's keep up this great momentum and work together to ensure the success of our initiative under SDGs 15.